The automotive world is shifting faster than ever, and today, a new challenger has stepped into the ring. At Auto Guangzhou 2025, GAC unveiled something that immediately turned heads, raised eyebrows, and sparked debates across the entire EV industry. The GAC Pickup 01, an all-electric truck that isn't just another model, but a statement of intent. A message from China that they are ready to take on Tesla's territory and possibly rewrite the future of the electric pickup market. The moment the truck rolled onto the stage, you could feel the energy in the room shift. This wasn't a quiet reveal. This was confidence made of steel, sharp lines, and futuristic engineering. China has been pushing aggressively in the EV world, but the Pickup 01 signals something entirely different. It's not simply an alternative, it's a direct challenge to everything Tesla has been trying to dominate in the electric truck space. From the first look, the Pickup 01 immediately presents itself with a bold, muscular stance. It's wider than many expected, sits high with authority, and carries that modern Chinese EV design language, sleek, angular, and aggressive, yet somehow still elegant. LED strips run across the front like a blade, and the grille-less face reminds you this machine was engineered for the next generation of transport, not the last. One of the most surprising elements is just how premium the entire design feels. This is no budget experiment. GAC wants the world to know they can build electric trucks that not only compete with Tesla, Rivian, and Ford, but match or surpass them in build quality and design philosophy. And if early impressions are anything to go by, they've made a serious point. Inside, the cabin is a world of its own. A massive panoramic display stretches across the dashboard, giving both the driver and passenger real-time vehicle information, entertainment controls, navigation, and comfort features. The materials feel high-end with soft touch panels, ambient lighting, futuristic touch controls, and a minimalistic layout that echoes the luxury EV standards of 2025. Everything inside feels clean, modern, and intelligently placed. It's EV minimalism perfected, not bare bones, but beautifully efficient. One thing GAC has learned from Tesla is that software isn't optional, it's the heart of the entire driving experience. And the Pickup 01 makes this clear. GAC's latest in-car operating system is smooth, customizable, and packed with AI features. Voice control has been improved to understand natural language in multiple languages. The truck also uses smart driver assist systems powered by advanced sensors, cameras, and LiDAR units placed across the body. This means adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic parking, and highway autopilot-like features come standard. But the biggest question everyone asked was simple: what about performance? GAC didn't disappoint. The Pickup 01 delivers electric power that feels excessive in the best possible way. Early numbers indicate a dual-motor setup producing huge torque, allowing it to launch with the signature instant acceleration that electric trucks are becoming known for. GAC hinted at a 0 to 60 time that could embarrass some sports cars, and a towing capacity that directly competes with the biggest names in the segment. Tesla's Cybertruck set the bar high, but GAC appears fully prepared to meet and maybe even surpass that benchmark. And then, of course, there's range. While the full numbers haven't been finalized, GAC is targeting long-distance usability, something crucial for a pickup truck customer. Reports suggest multiple battery options, with the upper-tier configuration promising an impressive range that exceeds many current electric trucks on the market. Fast charging support means drivers can go from low to high battery percentages in minutes, not hours. For work, long drives, or adventure, the Pickup 01 aims to remove all range anxiety from the equation. However, what truly sets this truck apart isn't just its specs or design, it's its timing and its purpose. China isn't just building EVs for its domestic market anymore. They are building EVs for the world. And GAC knows that to challenge Tesla, they must create something that appeals globally. The Pickup 01 is built with international intentions, safety standards, charging compatibility, and design preferences that fit the needs of customers in the US, Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. This is why many experts believe the Pickup 01 might be the beginning of something much bigger. It signals the global rise of Chinese trucks, a segment once dominated by American brands but now opening to new competition as EV technology becomes universal. If the Pickup 01 launches at a competitive price, it could disrupt the market in ways we haven't seen since Tesla's arrival over a decade ago. China's automakers have mastered the art of offering more features at lower costs, and if GAC sticks to this formula, they will force the entire industry to rethink pricing strategies. Tesla built its brand on innovation, but now China is combining innovation with affordability, and that combination can be unstoppable. There is also the question of manufacturing scale. GAC has enormous production capacity, and China as a whole has access to cheaper supply chains, faster development cycles, and massive domestic demand. If the Pickup 01 catches on at home, GAC could rapidly scale production and flood global markets faster than Tesla can respond. And in an industry where speed matters, that could be a game-changing advantage. But competition isn't a bad thing. It pushes innovation. It keeps companies honest. And it forces the market to evolve. Before Tesla, nobody believed an electric pickup could be mainstream. Now, trucks like the GAC Pickup 01 are turning that vision into a global reality. In the coming months, all eyes will be on GAC. Will they deliver the performance they promise? Will they price the truck aggressively? Will it become the first Chinese pickup to make a major impact outside China? These questions remain unanswered. But one thing is clear. The Pickup 01 has already changed the conversation. This isn't just another electric truck. It's a message, a warning, and a declaration that the EV revolution is no longer controlled by one company or one country. China has stepped into Tesla's territory, boldly, confidently, and with a truck that might just become the new electric giant the world didn't see coming. If this is the beginning, the future of electric pickups is about to get very interesting. And as the world watches this rivalry unfold, there's something even bigger happening behind the scenes, a massive shift in who leads the global automotive future. Tesla sparked the electric revolution, but now China is accelerating it at a speed the West can barely keep up with. The GAC Pickup 01 isn't just a product. It's a sign that energy technology and mobility might soon be dominated by brands that didn't even exist in Western consciousness a decade ago. China's EV strategy is simple but incredibly powerful. Innovate fast, iterate even faster, and release vehicles that offer more for less. GAC is one of the companies executing that strategy with precision. The Pickup 01 is built on next-gen battery tech, highly automated factories, and digital platforms designed to evolve over time through software updates. And this is where Tesla, once the king of rapid innovation, is suddenly facing pressure from all sides. The GAC Pickup 01 also demonstrates something Western automakers had underestimated. China now understands global design language. Not long ago, Chinese vehicles were criticized for being too experimental, too unusual, or too unfamiliar in styling. That era is over. The Pickup 01 looks as if it was designed with worldwide consumers in mind, rugged enough for truck lovers, futuristic enough for tech fans, and luxurious enough for buyers who want comfort without paying a luxury badge price. But design is only one part of the story. Where the Pickup 01 really shines is its use of integrated smart systems. It's not just an electric truck, it's a rolling computer. And this aligns perfectly with China's national push toward intelligent mobility. The truck's sensors, cameras, onboard processors, and cloud-linked software create an EV ecosystem that's always connected, always learning, and always improving. Imagine a truck that adjusts its suspension automatically based on road conditions it learned from thousands of other trucks. A truck that optimizes battery usage based on your driving style. A truck that can receive new capabilities overnight without ever visiting a dealership. This is where the GAC Pickup 01 excels, and it's the kind of technology Tesla used to be alone in offering. Now Tesla has a real competitor from a country that excels at scaling technology faster than anyone else. But perhaps the most disruptive element of all is the potential pricing strategy. If GAC plays aggressively, the Pickup 01 could launch at a price far below the Cybertruck or even some traditional gasoline trucks. And that kind of move changes everything. Customers who once saw EV trucks as luxury-only options might suddenly find them affordable. Businesses looking for fleet vehicles could switch instantly. And countries where EV adoption has been slow due to high prices might experience a rapid shift. Global markets are changing fast, and consumers are becoming more open to buying Chinese brands as long as they deliver quality and technology. Phones, laptops, drones, China has already taken over those sectors. Cars may be next. And the Pickup 01 is one of the strongest signals yet that this transition is not a prediction, it's happening right now. The psychological impact alone of a Chinese electric pickup entering Tesla's territory is huge. For years, American brands have dominated truck culture. The idea of a Chinese pickup matching or outperforming a Tesla, Ford, or Chevrolet would have sounded unrealistic not long ago. Now, it's not only realistic, it's expected. Still, competition makes the industry better. Tesla will respond. It will innovate further. And so will other EV manufacturers. Consumers will benefit the most from this new era of global clashes, where every brand fights to deliver more power, more technology, and more value. In just a few years, we might look back at 2025 and see the GAC Pickup 01 as the spark that started the next phase of the EV revolution, a phase defined not by Western dominance, but by global balance. One thing is absolutely certain, this truck has already succeeded in one mission. It has shaken the industry, captured attention worldwide, and forced even the biggest EV players to rethink their strategy. And that's before it has even hit the roads. So as the lights fade at Auto Guangzhou 2025 and the world digests what GAC has just unveiled, the message is crystal clear: the electric truck game has changed. Tesla isn't alone anymore, and the future won't be defined by one brand or one country. The race is wide open. The GAC Pickup 01 has entered the arena, and the world is watching what happens next. In the end, the arrival of the GAC Pickup 01 feels like a defining moment, one of those rare shifts where the entire automotive landscape takes a sharp turn. For years, Tesla stood almost unchallenged at the top of the electric world, shaping trends, inspiring competitors, and setting standards. But now, a new contender has stepped in with the kind of confidence that can only come from a rapidly rising superpower in the EV industry. The Pickup 01 is more than a new model. It's a symbol of China's ambition. It represents a future where innovation is global, competition is fierce, and electric mobility is no longer controlled by a single narrative. GAC has shown that they are not content with staying in the shadows. They want to lead, to challenge, to redefine what an electric pickup can be. The real question now is how Tesla will respond. Will they push boundaries further? Will they lower prices? Will they accelerate new models and new technologies? One thing's certain, GAC has lit a fire under the industry, and the shockwaves are already being felt. The world is entering a new era where electric trucks are smarter, more powerful, more affordable, and more diverse than ever before. The GAC Pickup 01 stands at the center of that transformation, bold, futuristic, disruptive, and ready to reshape the road ahead. So as we wrap up this deep dive, remember this moment. Today, a new electric giant has stepped into the spotlight, challenging the old guard and signaling a future where competition pushes everyone to be better. Whether the GAC Pickup 01 becomes a global bestseller or a niche disruptor, one truth remains: the electric truck revolution just became far more exciting. And this is only the beginning.